Shawn, many times when we're talking to clients, not surprisingly, as they're thinking about launching new products, taxes come up. What are some of the key considerations that people need to think about as they think about ETFs and taxes?
Yeah. I think one of the key considerations, Bill, is that ETFs are famous for being tax-efficient vehicles. And it's really their legal structure and how they operate, as you know, with the authorized participants and all transactions going through the authorized participants and in-kind transactions of securities. And that's really what makes traditional ETFs, the ETFs we've seen for years, much more tax efficient than other ETFs. And that tax efficiency has really been a hallmark of what people are saying is most important when they're structuring the products.
So thinking in that line as well, what are some of the do's and don'ts that people should think about as they think about launching ETFs going forward?
Yeah. ETFs pose a host of unique tax issues, and so it's really important that product launchers, product sponsors work with their advisors to understand what the unique issues are, and they think very carefully about how they structure the products to make sure they're operating the way they intend to. And it's very important also that the service provider that they use is very familiar with ETFs, and they have the proper people, systems, and controls in place to make sure they're achieving their desired result, which is tax efficiency. Once they have that in place, you end up with a very tax efficient product. Bill, you also had talked about the active ETF market, and a lot is going on there, as you mentioned, and people are also very conscious when they're structuring those products that they make sure they bring the tax efficiencies in the traditional ETF space into the active ETF space. And there it's just very important to think about some complicated tax issues and make sure you think through them properly and you very carefully structure the product, once again, to make sure you achieve that tax efficient objective.